Cool, fantastic. So thank you so much for coming to this live session. My name is Flavilla Fongang, and I'm going to introduce you to Sixth Hive. Sixth Hive, what is it? Sixth Hive is an intelligent business matchmaking platform. It is for business. It is not for personal relationship, and it's designed to really facilitate the access and discovery of people that are relevant to your goals. I think sometimes we spend a lot of time on socials or any kind of platform, really connecting, but actually nothing really moving needles. And this is why we're here to change this, having access to opportunities that are relevant to you, but also people that can help you get there. And this is what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can create, optimize your profile, and optimize yourself for discovery opportunity. So, in terms of me, so I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love to start businesses, and I've been doing it for a number of years. And I've been working in technology for the last 7 years, I would say, but my background is in marketing and branding. So I've been building businesses for a number of years. And this is by far the most complex, but the most exciting because I really understand how important it is for business. And I've been building community for a long time. And I know the ups and downs of community building. Even if you have a brand or even if you are just have a community, everybody should have a community, right? And sometimes getting people's attention or make sure that they meet the right people can be quite difficult. And Six Hive is here to help you do that. So I've been very lucky that I'm good at building relationship, and the essence of Six Hive is also reside within my way of how I do business. And I'm very good at building my relationship capital because this is really how business happens. And no matter where you come from in your background, if you understand that, and this is why now with Six Hive, anybody can have access to how to build a relationship. And I'm going to show you how. And I'm going to give you as well a couple of prompts that will even facilitate how you optimize your profile for discovery, but also people, the right people reaching out to you, and so much more. So, what is the problem? The problem is obvious, but sometimes we don't see it because we're so accustomed to repeating the same thing again and again. And essentially, when it comes to having access to opportunities, you have to rely on the connection, you have to rely on outreach, messaging a lot of people, creating a campaign, blasting a campaign. And if some of you come from big organization, it can be millions being spent. And I know that because having a background in agency, that's what we used to do. You run advertising campaign for 10% return, 10% conversion. And that's almost something that we accepted because essentially the signals have never been discovered, never been surfaced. And therefore, that's how things are being done. And nowadays with AI, we have even more tools, people are even more stress, there's more data, there's more ways to achieve the same goals, but it doesn't seem to really move very much the needle. And this is where Six Hive comes in. And I want to show you exactly how we can do this together. The reason for this to work, it requires not just me, it requires you, it requires everybody. The more people come and join the platform, the more powerful this becomes. This platform is really designed for people who think that the way business is being done needs to change. I don't have a lot of time. I want to know that when I come to an event, I meet people that are relevant to me. And I haven't wasted my time on my journey, or especially if we travel abroad, for just another connection on LinkedIn or another connection on Instagram. I want to make sure that that person is going to help me, whatever goal, as a partner, as an investor, as a client, or as somebody who's going to introduce me to the right person. And that is important to me. If that resonates with you, then Six Hive is your place. And most importantly, I realize that a lot of opportunities are available, but sometimes those opportunities don't reach the right people. And I want to facilitate that as well. We want to facilitate that as the team at Six Hive. And I'm very lucky to have a fantastic team of individuals who can show you how to do that. So this is a problem that we're trying to solve at a large scale because the problem doesn't just affect you or me, it affects a lot of people. And I want you to really remove the status quo, which is we need to make a lot of noise to achieve results. But actually, I think that we need to have clear in terms of our intention and know what somebody wants to achieve to get there further, much more effectively without burnout. Because also, as AI is even more and more present, the burnout is extending. So what I'm going to do, actually, I just realized it automatically, but what I want to do, I want to show you because we ran a little campaign. We did a campaign, not a little, it was actually a good campaign during the Festival of Creativity called Cannes Lions, where we invited a couple of decision makers to come to Financial Times House, and they were selected. But before going to the event, and this is why the numbers that you see are very important and very different from any kind of free event, especially when the event is free. You will know if any event organizers in the room, you know that we usually have a 40% to 50% dropout. People do not show up. For this event, 90% people show up, And I'm going to play a video in a minute, and I will tell you exactly why. The reason people show up is because they knew exactly who they were meeting ahead of coming to the event. They knew exactly how this person will help them move the needle with their own goal. We knew their goals, and therefore we were also able to give them a direction in terms of how to lead the conversation. It's really hard to bail out when somebody is expecting you also, right? And so it kind of put a bit of accountability, and people look at you in terms of, are you someone credible to work with? And also, if you know that you're going to get something out of that. So again, something, go to an event hoping that we're going to meet someone interesting, a good conversation, but we never know if this person's going to help us and if it is a waste of time or not. We hope for the best, and it's why it's difficult. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play a video, and also among the, so 90% of people showed up. That's what that 90% of people showed up, but the 10% who didn't show up still decided to carry on and meet that person outside the event. And this is what's so powerful, because the people that spoke didn't show up, I still connected to that person after the event. And this is where it changed the game as you, as an attendee, but also as an organizer, if you organize the event. So we're going to play a video so you can get a bit of a summary in terms of what happened during Cannes Lions. We're here at Nikkei Financial Times Tea House for a matchmaking session that we organized during Cannes Lions. Everybody was craving for something like that.
This matchmaking session has been incredible. One of the challenges that you often find at Cannes is that there are brilliant people who you absolutely should connect with, but because of so much noise and so much activity, it's so difficult to find those curated kind of conversational moments that don't feel transactional, that feel deep, where you can really just take that moment and take that time to hear somebody's story, understand their business and what they are bringing to this moment, to Cannes and to the industry, and then have that really crucial time to conversation where you can start to move into action.
Being out in Cannes, being at the FT in a curated conversation put together by Sixth Hive has forced us to have conversations to discuss synergy, to discuss some of the topics that we did today.
Definitely my highlight of the entire festival this year.
We're all looking to achieve our goals, but sometimes we need a bit of a direction. And if we can use data intelligently to connect the right people together, we can go further. Financial Times really understood this, really showcased that they're always ahead of what people want.
It's a good collaboration to encourage people to remember that there's importance to human connection.
Sixth Hive is the first AI-powered business opportunity platform designed to help you get you closer to the next connection that will move the needle for your business, for your career, and so much more.
I picked Sixth Hive to be a partner with was because I really believe in the power of connecting people, and I think there needs to be spaces to help people come into a space like this and network together. What was great with Sixth Hive is that we could partner with them and they could use all the technology. Matchmaking is so powerful. People have come out of here and they're saying, oh, I really love what you're doing at the Tea House. I really love what you represent. And I just love the fact that they can meet people that can give them their next opportunity. And that is important.
Loving it. Thank you to FT and Sixth Hive for the invite this morning. Come speed networking, really enjoyed it.
This is curated. It allows me to be able to connect with the people that I need to connect with so that I can add value to them and that they can add value in my business. And right now, you need your tribe. It's so difficult as a founder. So this is so invaluable. What you've built and where it is today is amazing. I can't imagine where it's going. Can Lion need to get involved, hire you?
Financial Times partnering with Sixth Hive. And what they've done is they've created an avenue for people to come together, to meet and have really intentional conversations and build those relationships that after Cannes Lions, they can say, this was worthwhile and this drove me to success. So you've got to come next year.
So thank you to Sixth Hive for partnering with Financial Times. And I hope we can do this again.
Hi, you're here. This is it. This is the end of the collaboration with Financial Times for Cannes Lions. You can sign up to Sixth Hive right away for free and start experiencing how networking can be more intentional when you set your goals and get closer to your next opportunity. There we go. Right. So we presented a very short. This video is on YouTube. So if you're going to want to go and watch again, and there's plenty of feedback that we received, something like that. So it was about 40 videos of people attending the event that really loved it. I also wanted to share with you in terms of where we are right now, but also where we're going, which is very important before we do the demo. The demo is about to start. It's an active demo, right? It's not just a passive demo. Remember with me, it's an active demo, so we're going to build that profile together. You can watch. Probably not going to be able to follow with me as fast, but I have something for you that is very, very useful. So what we're going to do, we're going to keep on building our event matchmaking inside the platform. So great for you as an attendee. So you never go to an event blind. You know exactly who's relevant to you. For the organizers, this increase your attendance, means that people are more likely to come, and it go from 40% to 50% attendance is right to 90% like we've done it. And on top of that, additional margin for your business. What we have also, we are including business continuity. So you'll be able to build your hive. If you have a network, if you're a community builder, you'll be able to build it within the platform. So when event finishes, this relationship carries on. And sometimes this is the biggest issue. People have event platform or an event, and then you have to start on scratch. You can't connect people afterwards. And also we'll be able to discover job board. Will be a job board where you can post your job opportunity for free. The first five applicants can be accessed for free. After that, you have to pay, but at least you can post it for free. And again, something, if you're looking for expertise, because we're not always looking for a job, sometimes we're looking for an expert, you'll be able to discover business opportunity. If you're looking for an accountant, if you're looking for a solicitor, if you're looking for an expert in AI, you'll be able to discover them and also apply as much as put your opportunity on the table. So there's a lot of great things happening at Sixth Hive. I can't really reveal everything, but at least you get a full idea in terms of where we're going. And that's something I'm really excited about. I think it's time. It's time for the demo. I've been talking about this, and if you've been with me since the beginning, I'm a big, when it comes to change and evolution is very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend to be somebody else. I'm going to create a new profile, not my own. And my name is Ines. And again, if you see me looking at the right, it's because I've already prepared the content, so you don't have to wait for me to think whatsoever. But what I've done as well, because sometimes we have a bit of a mental load, I don't want to have to restart and write my profile from scratch. You will see also how we've integrated AI to help you utilize it more effectively. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. And before I do that, actually, what I'm going to make sure that is open for everybody to see this, because it's restricted, so anyone can see it. And I'm going to say can view it. And I'm going to share in the chat right there my prompt, the prompt that you can use, but please don't, you can open it, but you're not going to need now, because I want you to follow me and afterwards utilize it. It's going to be super useful. So that will help you not only build your profile faster, but more effectively. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen because I want you to see what I'm doing, and I'm going to do a full entire screen view, because I'm going to be navigating from one screen to another. Okay, fantastic. So what I want to do, we're going to be me from it. I'm going to show exactly how, first of all, how you extract information from your LinkedIn profile. I don't want for you to start from scratch and have to get information. So basically, you just click on this little button and you say Save PDF. It will just download your profile. I'm not going to use mine because today I'm Ines, but you will just save a profile. And this is what you're going to use to build your profile on Sixth Hive. Okay. So just remember, this is how it is linked to your prompt on that I've just put in the link. But again, follow me, and you can do this really right after. We have 1 hour together, so we have that. So today I'm going to be Ines, okay, and I'm going to show you exactly how to build your profile. And so I prepared already her content, so I'm not going to be thinking out loud and waste your time, because time is money. But I'm going to show you exactly. So I've already pre-registered in terms of I've entered my email address and name, and now I've entered the code, because you're going to be requested a code to verify that your identity, that your email is valid. Now I'm at a stage where I'll need to enter my details. So Ines is a fake character. She's not a real person. So you add your photo. You can see you can adjust it very easily. I use okay. So Ines, okay. So Ines Duarte. So I have information. Again, when you use a prompt that I've given you, you can really just enter that very, very fast. So what I put, she is a founder and CEO. So I'm going to enter her details. Again, some information are mandatory and some of them are not. So again, as you type London, automatically will enter information. Your bio, most people have a bio. Again, your bio should be on LinkedIn. So remember, this is not a real profile, this is a fake profile. So I'm just making things up so you can see how it works. and how it happens. Okay, so first thing first, enter information, enter a photo, and a very short bio. It will give you as well a number of keywords I had to enter, so we stay within this to make it easier. Okay, so next step is very important. That's where you decide what are you looking right now? What are you working on right now? Are you looking to raise money? Are you looking to meet the right people? Are you looking for the right opportunities? Are you looking to grow your business? There's no point to come. I'm going to tell you, there's no point to come to Sixth Hive if you don't know why you're here, right? Always use LinkedIn, use Instagram. These are people who are focused. If you have a goal, if you want to achieve it, the platform is designed for that. In this case, Ines is looking to grow a business. And you can see as you change your category, you have prompt that also comes to you. So you don't have to utilize them. What's very important, as you enter your prompt, it will give you a score. So if I put, I want to go to Vegas, yes, it will tell you this is not a great prompt, right? It's like weak, it's not going to get. So really make sure the point of it is to ensure that you have, you score higher, you become green. So the more specific you are, in this case, she say, assign 5 new fashion retail customers with 50 million turnover in the next 6 months. She's very clear in terms of what she wants to achieve. She's giving herself a deadline on top of that, and that's why she ranks really, really high. So the goal is very strong, okay? So she's giving 6 months to win July. So we're going to say July, August, September, October, November. So that's by, again, don't take my word for it. I'm going to say January. All right. So we're going to put today is the 31st, so 31st January. Again, this is not, you do not have to enter the date. It's completely optional. So we click continue. Okay. So this is where Maya is our AI intelligence. And for her to work, she relies on the quality of the information that you give her, okay? So if information that you give her is not good, she won't be able to pull out the right information. In her case, she's looking for clients, as we know, but she's probably also looking for partners. So I pick those two. In terms of describe specifically in terms of who you want to meet, and this is again, we're going to look for that information that I've pre-entered. Let me go and find it because I have it here. So, so she wants to meet, there you go, I have it here. She wants to meet, the most specific you are, she wants to meet e-commerce directors and digital directors at UK fashion retailers turning over 50 million who own the online trading budget and can sign off a personalized pilot. Be as precise as you can be, right? Do not be afraid to be precise because we love precision. Precision helps move the needle further, right? And again, she said, what do you want to meet them? It's important because you may say, oh, well, for this or for that. But if you tell her exactly why, then it's easier for the intelligent Maya to know exactly how she can help you. In this case, we have 3, we can say number 3, reference customer and needs to break properly into mid-market retail this year. This person, Ines, is very clear in terms of her goal, and this is why the platform, Maya, will be able to help her get there faster. This is not complicated. Again, like if you say, I don't know what it is, you're going to use your LinkedIn profile and the prompt that I've given you to be able to engineer this much more effectively, okay? Again, as I say, I'm not looking at the questions right now, but you can ask and I will answer later. So in terms of skills, guys, what does she has? B2B sales, we're going to pick product strategy, we're going to pick go-to-market, not all of it is on it, but if you can also type in it if you don't see it. And we're going to pick, she has enterprise SaaS, that's a space. And the last one is data analysis. If it's not already pre-written, enterprise was already there, so that's easy. But if your option of skills are not listed, please list them. You can list between 5 to 10 skills. That's the best number, right? In terms of her sector, she's obviously into the e-commerce, which is obvious. Should I e-commerce correctly? I'm not missing anything else, and she's also into retail. And we're going to pick AI as well. We don't have AI in that list. As far as it probably falls into technology. So if your category doesn't come up, again, in this case, technology doesn't come up. So we're going to pick information technology, we'll cover here. Okay, so what's very important is that we always state what we want, but we don't state what we're capable of giving. If people don't know what you bring to the table, how can they know when to come to you, right? And this is probably one of the most important parts of building a profile that will help you drive leads, because the success of a good business relationship is not so much what you take, it's also what you give. When there's a great exchange of value, you have a great relationship. And if you look at you don't know, but this is how I've always built business. I always look in terms of how can I provide value to any new relationship before I even make the ask. So here again, something I pre-entered, I've already had information. I build AI product discovery and personalization for fashion retailers, and we are live with 3 mid-sized brands. I can show any retail tech founder what actually gets a pilot sign. The conversion metrics e-commerce directors are measured. How to price so it clears off sign-off and integration equations that kill deals late. I also review pitch text for early B2B founders, and I'm blunt about them. She really explained how she can help. And this is the question, probably the most important question I want you to ask yourself. How do you help? And the more clarity you have about that, the more effective it will be for the opportunities to come to you. Right? We are almost there. I think from what I have, okay, so she has a score of 55. Usually, this is about the average. I've really completed the profile effectively. So now we're going to get into it. She is now ready to get to that. This is only the beginning. So here we go. All right, we are entering Sixth Hive. So when you enter Sixth Hive, as most social business platforms they take you onto the feed. We do not. We believe that this is about business. So we want you to focus on what you can bring to how you can achieve your goal. So therefore, we'll keep you right there on your video. Home is your dashboard, where I am, what I want to achieve. Also, just so you know, Sixth Hive is also available as an app, so you can go into the App Store, and you see this card right there. This is good when you are networking, so you can download this if you want to give it to somebody else. You can also share your profile link and give it to somebody else. So somebody on their phone can literally just access to your profile, same thing, and create their profile as well like that. What we want to do, okay, we've done the baseline, and I will just show you just from the baseline, I've just entered this basic information, how Maya is already able to do the matchmaking, right? So again, remember that this is based on how many people come to the platform. So the power of the platform also rely on you bringing people within your ecosystem. And this is why we have some guys, we're going to come to that. So this is your dashboard. You always land on this page. Okay, as we just started, we don't have any matches yet because I haven't been to the matching section. You will see how many followers you have. You see, it gives you a trust score. So obviously, the goal is to increase that trust score to 100. It shows you how many people have viewed your profile. This is your business card against a thing. You can give it, and you can give. It will take as many information as relevant. So your email address, telephone number. If you want to have a telephone number on it, you can change it how you want it. And then here we show you that your profile is not completely complete. So follow this thing. So complete your profile. So she was 55 earlier on in terms of the score of her profile. But this is the score of her completing the information, right? And then she just need to bring 3 people. So bring people from you already know that will benefit from this, who are actively looking for a platform that will help them achieve their goals. And then connect people on the platform. Find 10 people that are relevant to you and connect with them and post a signal. So post on the feed. We'll come to that. The rest at the bottom is extra. You do not have to do that. This is just extra. If you want to use Pomodoro, if you need some focus, you can use that, but you do not have to. This is not mandatory. Okay. So we're going to go to on the left-hand side. As you can see, you have switch. You can switch from personal to business. If you're a business, probably going to the business section. We're going to go to that in a minute. But matching, the intelligence is in here. So matching, if we're going to click on matching, we want to see if she's able to pick up already some useful profiles that are relevant to her. Okay, so as you can see, everybody has a score. So she's giving 70% fit with Daniel Okafor. She's giving 57% fit to Sofia Marchetti, and Priya she's giving 55%. These are very good scores because each of these scores are above 50, right? The reason why they're that is because I've already created these profiles to make sure that they match, just so you know, and this is why. And it will also tell you why. This is very important because it's good to see this, but how do you lead the conversation? You might see as you join Sixth Hive, you may have matches that are 20% or whatsoever. It just simply means that as a platform, we're building it, more people are joining. Not everybody will be relevant, but some people might just be worth having a conversation, and it also will lead you how to have this conversation. So let's pick Daniel, because Daniel seems to be like my favorite person in the world now as Ines. So say, why Maya match you? Again, it gives you a bit of an explanation, but what you want to click is this little button here, say why, because it gives you full information in terms of why this person is relevant. Your goal, obviously, we know the goal of Ines. She wants to attract 5 new fashion retail customers with 50 million turnover in the next 6 months. But she's telling me exactly why could Daniel help. Daniel runs e-commerce for fashion retail with around 60 stores with 9-figure turnover. He's a target audience, so it's perfect. They can tell any retail tech founder exactly how buying decisions are made on our side, who holds the budget, etc., etc. I'm not going to read everything. And Vanessa is like, what this could be useful to Daniel. How can you be useful to Daniel? You can share how your approach, building AI product discovery, personalization for fashion retailers, and so on and so on. All right. On top of that, what we've done is like, okay, well, that's great, but how do I start the conversation? And then he even help you. He's like, hi, I'm currently focusing on signing in, signing 5 news. It's not correct, okay? So there's always a few mistakes, but ignore that. You are obviously the last one to check and verify. And you can send this message to Daniel to know exactly what you want and how you align. And obviously it's up to him to respond. You have a number of characters, so don't overwrite, but at least it gives you an idea of how it works. You can see how Maya Effective are not only telling you how to approach a conversation, but how to lead. If it's not a fit, simply say it's not a fit and give an answer in terms of why. I'm not going to click on this one because this is a great fit, and I'm not going to disturb the intelligence. But if it's not a great fit, you also give your feedback in terms of why and so on. But you can see here how the amount of information it gives you to help you drive a conversation and how you can lead it. What I've clicked here was also there. So you can see how you can approach Daniel the best way for him to also answer. Because at the end of the day, if you go and, this is what I hate about LinkedIn, like you go on LinkedIn, people just send you connections. I have about 400, I'm not even lying, if you don't believe me, I have about 450 connections that I have not responded because I have no idea what they want and how is it relevant to me, right? So that's an example of how it works. So to come back to your profile, it gives you, to stay on Maya, it gives you free match per day if you are a free user. Obviously, when you have a premium, if you complete your profile before and among the first 5,000, you get to see more than free matches. But if you're on a freemium, you get to see only free matches. Obviously, the idea is that if you have a premium account, you have more opportunities on the table. So I'm going to come back to her profile because I wanted to show in terms of, we talked about the LinkedIn profile, but I didn't show in terms of how to import your information on LinkedIn, right? So because we're not here to waste our time. We're looking for convenience, isn't it? We're looking for convenience. I'm just going to check to make sure that everything is fine. Okay, so everything is fine, it's working, we're good. Okay, so import. So when you come here, you can see in terms of information interchange. Again, this is still some little bugs, but don't pay attention because Maya is working. That's what's the most important thing. And this is working, right? So we're still on beta. So things will keep on getting better. So here, I'm going to go and get Ines profile. Okay, so I've already downloaded from LinkedIn. Again, it's a meta profile, right? So I've replicated the same layout as LinkedIn and I've imported it. So now the AI is working. We're going to give it a bit of a time and they're going to figure out how can I take this information and build your profile. We had a score of 55 on our profile. The stronger your profile is, the better it is. Maya has a baseline of information that you entered at the beginning. And as you keep on filling the information, she gets to know more about you. All right, she managed to download information from Ines. And as you scroll here, she's really put in the right place everything that is relevant. So we're going to check. So you can say, oh, I don't like how my name is. She's chosen your headline, founder CEO. She put AI product discovery for fashion retail. She's got your bio. She's optimized it. She put your location. She knows exactly. Private phone, we're going to take this out because it's not relevant. LinkedIn, she got your website address. She got some of the skills. So again, something we might not take everything else, but I'm going to keep it because I'm going to show you in terms of how to remove it afterwards. And you can see she got the entire work history. So I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to say apply field. Now you can see she's moved from 55 to 95. This is a good score, very good score. So again, you can come back here if you want to change things up. You just come back here. Some information I'm missing. You just say found the CEO. You want to add your stage. You can complete as much information, right? And so on and so on. So again, don't remember you need to save it. It's very intuitive in that sense. So again, remember, like everything starts with your homepage. You kind of have 4 simple goals to achieve. Because here is going to wants to know that you see now you move to 95, you need to bring 3 people on your profile. So you would know the more people you bring to the platform, I should say as well, you get rewarded for that. We reward the top connectors. And as we have an event coming up in September for our top connectors, so you get rewarded. So we suggest 3, but if you want to invite more than 3, it's very easy. So again, something, if you click here, it takes you to your private link and you click share that link, very easy. Again, something you can get people to scan it, up to you can add it at the bottom of your email, if your email signature, so have people to scan this, it's up to you. You have lots of options in terms of how to utilize it. Again, when you come back to your profile, you can add your cover. You can add as long title as you want. This is your V-card, so people come here and see it. And if you want a quick update or change of your profile, you can see all the information are here. You can personalize here your links. So here, for example, this is Ines Duarte. You search engine. So when people are searching for sixthhive.com/you, we can see that it's personalized to her name now. So it is hers and nobody can take it away from her, right? So this is a baseline of how you see how easy it took me. It was very quickly. Yes, I just had to enter information, use a prompt, use your LinkedIn PDF. You insert then again your LinkedIn PDF to complete your profile, and this is a baseline, right? This is the baseline of what it is. You know what you need to achieve, as your homepage is here to guide you through, and then after that you just come. So this is that. So complete your profile. She's a 95. She's good. Bring 3 people to the platform. That's example, share the link, and then connect people on the platform. Again, the best way to start connecting is to visit go into your matching. And again, something you probably have as we are at the beginning, your score probably going to be low because we need the volume on the platform, and this is why everybody coming in together makes the platform super powerful. And then we're going to go to now the feed. Now the feed is interesting, all right? So we're going to go to the feed and look at what's on the feed. So the feed is where you can see what people are posting. You can also see news and news in the press that might be relevant to you. At the moment, it's just this is us posting, so we do not have access to this platform. This is just us, and so why this is a fake profile that didn't build on a real platform. And you can see what people are looking for. So, for example, here you can see he's looking for a CTO. So, if you see an opportunity shared by somebody else, you can share it externally on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and whatsoever. This is a great way when you see something that is great to share with somebody else, and vice versa. Again, something you're to pitch and other things as well. Very, very important. So again, something you can respond, you can revive. As any platform, nothing is new here. But again, for example, you can share an update. You can share a signal in terms of is an opportunity that you want to share. You can make an ask. You can share win. Nobody's stopping you from bragging, and you can decide who sees it. The hive comes later, so if a hive is a group, essentially, focus on a subject, focus on all sort of niche, and you can share that specifically with your audience, and you can decide that. It's, again, very straightforward in terms of how we build it. I want to come back. Again, the rest is pretty straightforward, so I'm not going to spend time going through this, but I want to navigate to the business workspace. The business workspace is different from the personal workspace. As you can see, just based on these 3 things here, you have an opportunity page. This is where you can look for experts. If you are looking for a speaker on AI, or if you see people that are relevant to you. This is why filling up your content helps us figure out there's an opportunity that matches your goals. Why don't you go and apply it, right? So you can post an opportunity if you want to. You can discover the opportunities that are available on the platform. This is again something this is still on beta, and that's why don't worry too much about that, because as we are keep on building by the end of October, everything will be working and will be fully live. But at least I said as a starting point, focus on matchmaking, bringing people on the platform, and so much more. Right? This is what it's about. So I wanted to take some time to really showcase what we have built and how excited I am about this platform. This is essentially going to be one of the most intentional marketplace that you've ever seen in the world. We're building a £1 billion network where you're not going to waste your time doing cold outreach, trying to appeal to everybody. The platform will source who is relevant to you and save you a lot of time. If you're an event organizer, again, same thing, giving the clarity for your attendees to know that this person is also coming to this event, it's worth connecting with them, even for you knowing who's going to be in the room. It's high value, and this is something that we want to provide for everybody. We have infrastructure for your success as an individual or as a business, and we're here to help you. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen because, again, this was just very as a starting point. There are going to be more webinars when I'm going to take you through every time more things to discover. But this is a starting point. Feel free now, if you have any question, to ask me. If you want to actually, as we still have about 20 minutes, I'm curious if we're actually quite brave to start building their profile with me as I'm here with them. You can actually give it a try if you want to. We still have 20 minutes together. If you have any question you want to ask me, please do ask. I'm just going to look at the chat. Flavilla, the goal is create the goal we create. Oh, yes. You can make your goal private or public. That's a good question, Celine. I'm going to come back and share my screen because you mentioned something that I didn't mention, and I want to come back to this. Very good question. Let me share my screen. So, yes. So, when you create your goal, and she said something that is very important, I'm going to go to my profile. Again, something you can choose to make your goal public or private. So if you don't want anybody to come to your profile. Actually, let's go and see this. So I'm gonna go to let me go from business. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go to Duarte. So we're gonna look at somebody else's profile. We're gonna look at Daniel. So let's give it a bit of time for this to load. Okay, so come to Daniel. So I can see Daniel has one connection, 1 followers. people worth connecting with. And you can still see on the left-hand side, give you some suggestion in terms of what's what. So I'm trying to see if Daniel's profile is public or not. So he has not made his goal public. In this case, who's looking for who's looking for cupcakes? Just random thing that we put there. But you can see, so you can make your profile when people come to your profile page, they can see what. Oh yes, you can see his goal is public. Lift online conversion by 15% this year and fine-tune innovative retail tech partner worth piloting. Yeah, so you can choose to make it private or public. Up to you. It's a complete different choice, and you can see we have high score. Confidence of us being connected is really, really good. So again, let me give you some in terms of how to understand that in 2 minutes. If you don't want to read his entire profile, if you're like me, we've done a lot of things. You say, I don't have time to read your entire profile. You read the 2-minute snapshot of his profile just right there, right? We really wanted to give you as much confidence as much as possible against something like you landing on someone's profile, and also give you the other ones that might be relevant to you. So very good question, Cecile, on this one. I'm going to come back to the screen to see if you have any more questions. Such a good point. Thank you, Cara. Love this. Thank you, Scott. Super, very powerful. Bring people. I have a message at point 4 of the build your profile, which is could not save your goal. Please try again. It's not clear what I have to change. Just email us back. Sometimes it might be an issue, something that I don't know, you're 48%. Sometimes, do you need to do refresh? It's still a beta, so it might have some issues. Sometimes it does this and you're refreshing and it works. So we're fixing it. But I'm glad that you mentioned this, Hilary. We're going to fix this. I'm pretty sure I already updated my profile, but then log into behaves like I am new user. Is each new site I don't know, did you update your profile on a new platform? Or did you update your profile on the old platform? Because this is the 3rd version and it's much better than what we ever had before. But again, something like if you have an issue, if you have any hiccups, tell us. This is a beta version, so it's not yet, we're still in build up, which is super exciting, but we are moving very, very fast. We want to make sure that you have the best experience. So please, we love feedback, negative, especially the negative ones, and the great ones, the positive ones. We love both. So tell us, I'm based in the US. Is this primarily? No, it's US. Actually, it's US and UK focus. If this will not work in France, because France is a bit complicated. So we're not starting in France. We're starting in the UK, so English-speaking countries. Yeah, very old. Okay, old. So you think new. J. I'm not pronouncing your name properly. Think new. Rebuild it now. So think about the new platform. Some things might not be accurate, so really be started. Very important. So yes, so Tracy, if you're in the US, yes, you can use it because we are really trying to build in the UK and the US, which is both English-speaking country. Yetunde, so I have the profiles from the old version imported to this one. They will be, but will not be as complete as because we didn't ask for some information. This platform is very intentional about your success, and therefore you would have basic information that will follow through and others that you need to complete. So if you see things a bit of a mismatch, that's normal. It shouldn't be, because now we really want you to apply. So again, I'm going to be sharing my prompt. People who have missed if you just joined, I'm sharing a prompt that you can use to build your profile, okay, from scratch, very important. And then go into LinkedIn, click the three dots, download the PDF of your profile so you don't have to rewrite it, and then use AI. Listen, we need AI. You have to be smart with your time, right? And I want you to be smart with your time as much as possible. So yes, so anybody who's on the old, who've been with me since the beginning, you're gonna have to, some information will follow through and others will not, especially the new information that we're asking. So that's very important. I see some question in the Q&A, so I'm gonna go to the Q&A as well. I'm based in the US. Okay, so people are using the Q&A. It's good. Public answers are visible to everyone. So it was just one question. Anybody any question? Was it very clear? Tell me if it was very clear. I just wanted to show you the vision in terms of what we're building and how exciting it is when people come into the platform. What's happening right now? Summer seems to be quiet for a lot of people. It's not quiet for us. We're really, really excited of your success, and that's why it starts with you. It starts with you and your feedback. Use a prompt. Use a document that I've given you to help you build your profile in 5 minutes, as I've done it. You see, it really took me 5 minutes to build this profile, and I use the same prompt for Ines. I'm not, as Ines as aka Ines today, and bring people. So connect with 10 people on the platform. Yeah, find who is the most relevant to you, and invite people. Because as we already have 3,000 people on the platform, this will scale really, really fast. And I repeat, the first 5,000 people to complete their profile will get 6 months of the premium version for free. So you're saving £174 for spending 5 minutes. It's a no-brainer. Mofe, I saw a few app icons integrated at the different stage there during the demo. Just checking if Substack was one of them. No, we haven't yet focused on any integration yet. That's for later. But we are very big on integration. We don't believe that everything should be built in-house. We believe in very providing you convenience by integrating the technology that you already love, whatever it is, Google Calendar. We're not going to call it Google. Your Google Calendar will be integrated at some point. Whatever you're using a tool for building your meetings will be integrated at some point. But we don't want to overwhelm you. But step by step, that will be built. That's a good question. But yes, we're very strong. We believe that the power of building a great platform is also rely on the ability to integrate other great technology that you really love. So tell us what you really love. If it's Substack, if it is Zoom, if it is Google. I mean, I have connections with a lot of these brands. So we want this to happen, right? So that's super important. Tracy, will this become another platform where I need to be a content creator? It's up to you, Tracy. This is a platform for business goals. Really, the beauty about this is that your relevance is not attached to how many times you post. Your relevance on Sixth Hive is not attached by how much you post, is attached to the quality of information and what you bring to the table. So as accurate your profile is, the better it will be for Maya to find who is relevant to you. Obviously, the thing you need to know is that when you post on a platform, you give the platform new signals about what you're up to. Like, hey, I'm going to be in New York on this great event doing this thing. So anybody's is going to be there. Fantastic. The platform can start picking up. One thing I didn't mention because it didn't work. So let me share my screen because I didn't talk about Maya conversation. Let me share my screen, and I love your question. Please, I love this. It's so good. So I show you Maya matching, but I didn't show you Maya chat. I can't chat with Maya chat because I haven't got 10 connections. But you can ask Maya questions, right? So you can ask us like, hey, Maya, I'm trying to, I don't know if my profile is great. What do you think I should add? She would give you guidance, right? So do you think there's anybody in my network? Because what's important as well, we're always looking externally for new connections. She will also source with connections that are relevant inside your network. Let me show you what I mean by that. Obviously, Ina is a new platform. She doesn't have any connections. But if she had any connections, she would to see that. So when you start building your connection, she would tab. You can see explore is basically what is outside your network, and network Maya matching is what is already within the network, right? The biggest issue right now is that we are always looking for externally for new connections. I'll give you an example. So when I was raising investment for Sixth Hive, I didn't go externally. I went for who I already knew, because people who already knew me already trust me and they've seen me working. It's really hard to convince somebody who doesn't know you to work with you. But somebody who already knows you, they say, yeah, I know what you're doing. I love what you're doing. Yeah, let's have a conversation, right? So while we've engineered with Maya matching, obviously she doesn't have any Ines doesn't have any connections, but when she has having connections, she's like, this is my goal. Who do you think within my existing connection can help me? Right? So remember that if this goal is not accurate, right? If your goal has changed, change your goal. Your goal can change as many times as you want, right? So when you change your goal, she will give you another set of matches, right? She will give you another set of matches within. So think about this as your first degree connection. Think about this as your second degree connection. So so she sourced now some first degree connection because I do not have any connection. But if I was connected to Danielle, she would say, hey, Daniel is already in your connections. Why don't you reach out to him? Yeah. So again, something very important to understand that this is why I want you to bring your network, because within your network, opportunities already reside, but there's no signals to show them, right? Now we have the technology to do that. Now you don't have to go and all the time outreach cold. You can go for who you already know. Thank you, Sarah. I'm so glad that you like it. So please invite a lot of people. So as I say, what I want you to do is set as a goal right now. Use the prompt that I've given you, the document that I've given you and download your LinkedIn CV. Build that quickly, 5 minutes. You will know exactly who are the people that have completed a profile, who have a 95 score on their profile. At the end of August, you will be notified that you have access to the 6 months, to the premium version of Sixth Hive. And I encourage you to invite more people to the platform. So the people who invite the most people on the platform would be named Super Connected, but also we name founding members. You become an official founding member of Sixth Hive, which will reside on your profile, which is super powerful. And we also be invited to events because we're also going to come back into great events that will, again, events that are always tailored. We don't want to be randomness in the room. They'll always be tailored. And the more we know about you, the more we know we're relevant to the room. All right. So this was a demo of Sixth Hive. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're excited about what Sixth Hive brings to the table, brings to the business, and how we operate. And I look forward to connecting with you on Sixth Hive. Obviously, you can reach out to me. You don't have to find me for matchmaking. You can find me just by search on the network page and see how we can go further together. This is what I'm about. I want to use technology to help bring the right people together, not the opposite. And I think sometimes technology do the opposite of that, and I want to solve this. So I want to make sure. All right, I think I have some question. So add on stage. I have 2 lines of practice. Okay, so Alison said I have 2 lines of practice. Good question. One is my day job where I seek to grow my network, and the other is where I am developing my coaching business in an area different to the one I work in. Does it make sense to create 2 different profiles or find a way to combine both ventures? Alison, I would say to you that you need to know what you want to be known for on Sixth Hive and which one is the most important to you. Most people do different things. We are trustees, I sit on boards, I sit on different things. You can add, all the different boards that you have. Nothing stopping you from doing that because most of us have different profiles. But it all depends of what is most important for you. What do you want to use Sixth Hive for? This is a question that you want to ask. At the moment, we only allow for one goal. In the future, if we see that there's more demand for more than one goal, then we have a possibility to add more than one goals on the platform. But at the moment, you just need to think what is the most important thing. You always have one priority, right? So you're going to look right and left. So which way? Otherwise, your eyes will look crazy. You can look right and left. So which one you look? You can list all your things that you do. Like me, I'm board. I'm sitting on the committee of a net, and so on. But what is my priority right now? Is it for the net to bring more members? Is it for the board to help them with attracting grants? For me right now, my priority is to bring people on the platform. So this is what my goal is aligned. So this is a question. This is a hard question to have. This is why this platform is not about distraction. It's about having clarity about what you're here for. So it will help you get you closer to your next adventure. Alison say, I see potential in using Maya for both ventures. Yes, you just need to choose which one is the most important for you. Elias, do you have any other examples of what you could include to the build of your profile to increase the AI profile? Yes, I can show you that, Hilary. It's a good question. So let me go share my screen again so I can show you. So here we go. All right, so I'm going to come back to Ines. So we build our profile very effectively, right? So let me go. Maya. So you've got Maya, your experience, education. So we've done this. We've done the basic and so on, your education and activities. So what we have here, so someone said, like, I don't want to be another content creator. You don't have to be, but your activities also get listed into this. You can ask for recommendation. So one thing that you can do when you have somebody, you can ask to give you a recommendation on your profile, which is quite good. What you have here is later on when we have the hive, so also join group, so you can join a group is called a hive, so you can join a hive. So don't worry about this. Some things are not working there, and so on. And then you see you can add expertise and you build your selection. So feature, if you want to feature some of your posts, you can do that. There's a lot of that you can do. As you can see, it's a new platform. You can move around how you want to position it, and you can see you can add languages, you can add interest if you want to interest. Anything that you want to make it. And you can see how your profile gets to be at the end of this. You can see how your profile gets public, because I really want you to simplify the build of your profile. I realized that it becomes so much easier because the most important part is this section here. So if you want to emphasize, and again, there's no limit in terms of characters that you want to do, but I created a prompt that really help you satisfy. We see 100% score for Maya. So she has enough information to get going. So here it's not about noisy. It's not about having a lot of information. It's about having the right information that brings you closer to your next goal. So I want you to think less is more, not more is necessary. Less is more. Hilary. Marvel say, as a solo consultant, would you suggest focusing on the business or on the personal profile? That's a very good question, Marvel. We haven't yet built the business, so business profile is coming later. So right now, you're just focusing on your personal profile. Right now, it's all about you. Business page, again, we'll do another demo when business comes. Business page will come later. Remember, you are not your business. Yes, Flavilla, I'm a brand. Sixth Hive is a brand. GTA Black Tech is a brand. So Movo, you are a brand. So right now, it's about you. When your business comes in, it's a business that you will have to build properly as well. And again, we're going to take you for that journey, so you don't have to worry about that again. So really focus on you right now, nothing else. So build your profile, make sure that you get a 95 score. And again, Maya's here to help you. Again, when you have 10 connections, you can have a chat conversation with her, and you can ask her as many questions so she can help you make sure that you are optimized for that. And to say thank you, I think what is most important, I don't want my eyes to look crazy. You definitely don't want your eyes to look crazy. Definitely don't do that, Alison. We don't want you to lose an eye for that. But yes, so that's for that. I'm just going to make sure that I answer every single question, that you had a good time with me. Again, this is on replay, so you can go back and watch it as many times as you want. I hope you find it useful. I hope you're excited about the future for yourself. I'm excited for you. I really built this in mind and what I wish I needed, and I knew that people wanted the same thing as me. I've been building community. I've been doing business for so long. I'm a natural introvert, but not everybody is. Nobody can walk into a room with 300 people and want to speak to everybody. Sometimes you just want a bit of direction, right? And if we can get a bit of that and also have people that actually respond to our messages, that is great. So if you've enjoyed it, again, same thing. Thank you. It's my pleasure, Sarah. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for giving me 15 minutes of your time to listen to what I have to say and how we can build something great together. So remember, the platform gives you guys direction in terms of what you should do. Complete your profile, connect with 10 people on the platform. If you're not necessarily top relevance, just connect and then have a conversation. My pleasure you today. And then invite 10 people to the platform. Well, as much as you invite, you get rewarded for it, because we know who invite the most people, and we're going to do some amazing events. We're thinking, wine tasting. We're thinking something that takes you into an experience. We're thinking golf course, and all of that is to reward people that have been part of the growth of this. And the top connectors become also our founding members. We already have some founding members, but you join us who have those founding members that believe in the brand and believe in what we're capable of doing. All right. So I'm going to wish you a fantastic weekend. If you do not have any other questions, the prompt is there. Utilize it to your best advantage. And AI is there to bring. We want to use AI. We want to use technology to connect you to more people that will make business much more enjoyable. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you very, very soon.